Walk through any modern city and it looks like everyone is doing well. The parking lots are filled with expensive cars. People wear designer clothes. Restaurants are packed every night. And social media makes it look even more convincing. Vacations in tropical places, perfect apartments, luxury watches. It creates a strange feeling, like everyone around you is secretly doing better than you. Like somehow you missed the moment when everyone else figured life out. But here's the strange part. If you look closer, the story starts to fall apart because many of the people who look rich aren't actually rich at all. Let me tell you a story. Imagine a guy named Sam. Sam works a normal office job. He makes about $80,000 a year. Not poor, not rich, just comfortable. Every morning, Sam walks into the office parking lot. And every morning he notices the same thing. A brand new Tesla, a BMW, a Mercedes SUV. Sam looks around and thinks the same thought many people have. Wow, everyone here must be doing really well. But one morning, something interesting happens. Two coworkers are standing near the Tesla. Sam overhears their conversation. One of them laughs and says, "Man, my car payment is almost $900 a month." Sam pauses for a second. $900 every month, just for the car. And suddenly, that shiny Tesla doesn't look quite the same. But Sam shrugs it off. Maybe that guy just makes more money. Later that week, Sam goes out to lunch with a few coworkers. They choose a trendy restaurant downtown. Everyone orders confidently. Steak, drinks, dessert. The bill comes to $240. No one seems worried. One of them casually says, "I'll just throw it on my credit card." The table nods. Normal, routine. But while they walk back to the office, Sam hears one of them say something quietly. "Bro, I still have like $9,000 on that card." $9,000. Sam does the math in his head. That dinner wasn't really $240. It was $240 plus interest. Again, the illusion cracks just a little more. A few weeks later, Sam visits his friend Jake. Jake just bought a house. And it's a big one. 4 bedrooms, 2 floors, beautiful kitchen. Sam walks through the living room and says the thing everyone says in that situation. "Wow, you made it," Jake laughs. Then he says something Sam didn't expect. "Yeah, the bank made it too." Sam looks confused. Jake explains. 30-year mortgage, $2,700 a month, for the next 3 decades. Suddenly the house doesn't feel like ownership. It feels more like a long rental agreement with a bank. On the drive home, Sam starts thinking about everything he's noticed. The expensive cars, the restaurant bills, the giant houses, they all look like wealth. But the numbers behind them tell a different story. Car loans, credit cards, mortgages, payments, and more payments. Sam starts to realize something strange. Maybe people aren't rich. Maybe they're just financed. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Look around almost any middle-class neighborhood. You'll see driveways full of nice cars. But many of those cars are financed. You'll see beautiful houses. But most of those houses belong mostly to the bank. You'll see people wearing expensive things. But many of those purchases are sitting quietly on credit cards. From the outside, it looks like wealth. But underneath, it's often just debt. In fact, a huge portion of modern lifestyles are built on monthly payments. Car payments, phone payments, subscription payments, loan payments, mortgage payments. The modern economy runs on one simple idea: buy now, pay later. And when everyone is doing it, the illusion becomes incredibly convincing. Because suddenly, everyone appears successful. Even if the reality is far more complicated. Imagine 2 people. Person number 1 drives a brand new luxury car, lives in a large house, wears expensive clothes. From the outside, they look wealthy, but behind the scenes, they owe money on almost everything they own. Person number two drives an older car, lives in a modest apartment, doesn't look impressive at all. But they have investments, savings, assets that grow over time. Which person is actually richer? The answer isn't always obvious because real wealth is often invisible, while fake wealth is designed to be seen. Luxury cars are visible. Designer brands are visible. Big houses are visible. But investments, savings, financial independence, those things are usually silent, which creates one of the strangest psychological traps in modern life: the comparison trap. Every day we compare ourselves to people around us, to coworkers, friends, neighbors, and especially people online. But what we are comparing isn't reality. It's the highlight reel, the polished version of life, the version that looks good from the outside, not the one that includes the monthly payments, the debt balances, or the financial stress. This is why someone making $80,000 might feel poor, even if they're doing perfectly fine, because they look around and everyone else appears to be living better. But appearances can be misleading, and sometimes the quietest financial life is actually the strongest one. The person who doesn't chase a status, the person who doesn't upgrade every time their income increases, the person who quietly builds assets year after year, that person might not look rich today. But 10 years later, the difference becomes enormous. Because real wealth isn't about looking successful, it's about control. Control over your time, control over your money, control over your future. And that kind of wealth rarely happens through appearances. It happens through patience, through discipline, through understanding the difference between spending and investing. So, the next time you walk through a parking lot filled with luxury cars or scroll past pictures of expensive lifestyles online, remember this: looking rich and being rich are two very different things. And in today's world, far more people are pretending than you might think.